Welcome to NYC.com.
Elie Seckbach reporting. Since 1997, I played college basketball. Some of my teammates were trying out for the NBA, and they took me down to the tryout to Long Beach, 1997 summer. Kobe's a rookie, Fisher's a rookie. And I'm on the sideline just talking smack, just yelling stuff at the players. They're like, who the hell is that guy? Why is he saying all that stuff? And they were coming over and yelling stuff back. So I wrote a little article about it, send it out. Some newspapers wrote me back what I wrote: don't ever write us anything again, don't deal with us. And one newspaper picked it up, and from there it just took off and expanded and expanded. It's all love, and it depends, because in the beginning everybody's suspicious. The second that they see you with the media, they automatically think, oh, here comes Dan Rather, here comes Chris Hansen, that guy from Creature Predator, and they're gonna try to embarrass us and make us look bad, or we hate the media. But when you approach them like human beings or athletes, they're in their 20s, they're young, they're not gonna relate to someone who's 70 and 80. So I'm kind of their age, I kind of know where they're coming from, and they get it. And then they watch the video and they share it with their friends, and the second time, the third time, the fifth time I come back, they're already like Kobe the other day. Kobe Bryant asked me, so you have crazy questions for me today? He, by the way, loves New York, Kobe. Yeah, big time. That's his favorite city, probably after LA. Well, hey, if LeBron doesn't win a championship this year, he's going to New York.
You think so?
100%. I just don't see. Nike want him there, #1 market in the world. He would probably want to change a venue just because he can't win. He's been to the finals once. He got swept. It said the West is very tough. People think the Lakers are going to just breeze. No, Denver really good. You have Dallas. A lot of good. And even now, the first round, they're going to lose a couple, I think, in Oklahoma City. And in the East, Boston, they seem a little beat up. Not the same. Shaq still is Shaq could carry a team. LeBron is the best in the East, so they'll make it to the finals. I think this season wasn't the best season in the world, to say the least. Fans were not into it, and it's coming off the referee scandal that we had a year ago. So a lot of people, is this the WWF? Is it not real? I think the fans really need it. That will bring Kobe, the old generation, against LeBron, the new generation. That will bring excitement. The whole world will talk about it. It's going to be like Sugar Shane Mosley against Floyd Mayweather. It's going to be one of those. So, yeah, if that happens, and I know the NBA wants it, I know fans want it. The thing is, probably Floyd will win. I like Sugar Shane. I would want him to win. But you got to go with the guy that hasn't lost. Number one. Number two, Floyd is so good. People don't give him credit, but he's a very good fighter. They say he runs away, but I just think he wins. Being at Manny Pacquiao's house right before his last fight, about 300 people packed in there, and I didn't get it because I've been to other athletes' homes and it's usually just them, just their wife, like very intimate, like barely 1 or 2 people. And here you go to a superstar boxer, the hottest name in boxing, and his house is like an open market. Like, it was crazy. It's a crazy experience. In the All-Star game last year in Phoenix, whenever I asked Shaq a question, and it didn't matter if there were 200 reporters broadcasting live or just me and him walking, no matter what I asked him, his answer was a yo mama joke. Shaq, who's going to win the game? Go ask your mother. Shaq, how are you feeling? It looks like, you're sweating a lot. He goes, because, I'm thinking about your mother. Shaq, are you feeling okay?
Yes.
So I see you're drinking tea and it's 1,000 degrees. I'm sweating.
That's because I'm thinking about your mother.
Your mom's so small, she played basketball with a Cocoa Puff. And it was just like non-stop your mama jokes.
How do you feel about that?
I got back at him. He kept saying, I asked him who's the best MMA fighter on the planet, and he told me it's my mother. So I told him that his mom looks like Fedor.
Wow.
And they said that wasn't funny.
Wow.
Or Craig Sager, Craig Sager has the craziest suits. I go, Shaq, would you ever wear anything ridiculous like that? He goes, only if your mother bought it for me.
Wow.
So I got him with like, hey, your mom, so old she knew Burger King since he was a prince. Or your mom so old she owed Jesus money. Or your mom so small she plays basketball with a Cocoa Puff. And stuff like that. Some work, some don't. My best line, your mama so mean Al-Qaeda wouldn't recruit her. Wow. And he just had to say damn about that one and walk away. I'm with Kobe Bryant at Staples Center. And everybody's interviewed Kobe, does interviews with the biggest networks. So I'm like, okay, let me mix it up. Let me do a challenge with them. That if I I challenged Kobe that if he would hit a half-court shot with his left hand, his offhand, I'll do 200 push-ups. Kobe did 2, I had to do 400. He sat near me, counted each one. I was sick for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Just stuff like that, but it's entertaining. The videos, like, they call me Borat. They tell me I'm unprofessional. I don't know what I'm doing. But in the end of the day, people watch. And it's growing. It grows like crazy. It went from 10 million views, 31 million views. And it grows leaps and bounds.
I want 10 more shots.
10 more shots.
Oh, Megan, you gotta do 200 more.
All right, no, I'm off the hook.
If not, you're off the hook.
Okay, that's the deal.
10 more. Joe?
No, you.
Oh my goodness. You know he made that in 5 shots, right?
I know it.
Oh, I thought it was gonna bounce.
Yeah, bro, at least 3.
Damn! Get on down! 400 push-ups!
Man. I happen to keep
going there.
I give you. I saw that one going. I saw that one
I
going.
know you saw it. We all saw it.
Oh, 290?
You're at 109 right now.
Yeah.
291.
So he's got to do 400 total. You got to do 400 total.
291 here.
So I'll never bet you again. I promise. I got your money.
Welcome